All right. Good morning again. Good morning again. Our today's topic is brand identification. So personal branding through storytelling as far as client testimonials. So what do we mean by this? This means that we have to tell a story with everything that we're doing. So that means when we meet with the seller, when we go to the closing table, when we go through the inspection process, when we go through the appraisal process. I actually saw someone post this yesterday. They said, stop posting just sold and under contract banners. They said it. They said stop posting those stuff. They said tell a story. Be relatable. So what does that mean? Instead of me dropping a banner that just I just listed this property or I just sold this property or I just got under contract on this property, give me a story. So how is storytelling told? Storytelling is thrown to photos. Storytelling is thrown to video. Storytelling is thrown to text. So how do I do video? How do I do video? I simply get my tripod, get my camera, get my iPhone, get my Android, and basically tell a story. So I'm standing behind you guys right here at 123 Main Street, and I actually got this listing from a seller that I spoke to 14 times. Yes, I said it correctly. 14 times I followed up with this seller, and one of her objections was, what happens if I don't sell for top dollar? I'm excited to let you guys know that I share the marketing plan with her that's going to get her home sold. And guess what? Out of 3 agents, she decided to work with me. Under contract. What am I going to do when I go under contract? All right, so we kind of had a hurdle here. We were on the market for 15 days, but guess what? We're officially under contract, okay? Tell me about the buyer. Is the buyer getting any closing cost concession? Is the buyer getting a grant from the city or from the county, okay? You're closing, okay? What's the storytelling behind the closing, okay? We had an inspection issue, we had an appraisal issue, we had a roofing issue, we had a leaking issue, okay? And then also storytelling through your customer as well. What does that mean? That means, excuse me, your customer needs to be able to jump on camera, give a testimonial, give a video as to what happened as well. So what does that look like? What does that look like? Okay. That looks like my customer talking about, hey, um, I'm so happy that I decided to work with Tiffany. You know, I could have worked with anyone else, but when I first met Tiffany, she kind of understood exactly what my vision and my goal was. One things that sold me on her was the way she said she was going to do open houses and she was going to canvas the community, you know, or we're under contract and I'm so excited that I'm so excited that we're under contract right now because I need to relocate to Chicago and I need to be there as quickly as possible. And Tiffany got it done. Tiffany was able to get it done. Tiffany held an open house that had 15 showings.
And
Okay.
that, and
Tell
you
your
know what?
customer, tell your customers that they're going to have to give you a testimonial. Let them know through the buyer's consultation. Let them know through the listing appointment that they're going to have to give you a consultation, okay? That I mean, they're going to have to give you a review, and that review could be through video, that review could be through text, okay? Now let's talk about text, okay? When we go on LinkedIn, when we go on Facebook, okay, stop dropping those banners without telling us a story of what's going on. Walk me through the process, okay? And how can you do that? You can simply do that by ChatGPT. Okay, so I'm gonna go to ChatGPT right now and I'm gonna show you guys. Is anybody with me? I have a lot of black screens. It's like I'm talking to myself here. Anyone with me? Anyone here? A part of the segment for today?
From hospital.
I don't know what she's saying. So let's say for example, I go to Chat GBT right here, right? Uh, ooh, well, we pray your mom is doing better. All right, so I go to Chat GBT, right? So you guys can see my screen, and I am okay. Give me a Facebook post that discuss the seller I met with and decided, look at this, to work with me rather than the other two agents. It's important to work with agents that, don't mind my typos, ChatGPT got me, specialize in farming open houses. If you're looking to sell, give me a call to action. Something like this. Okay. Look at this. 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 So right in ChatGPT, I can write what I want to put on Facebook. Okay. I can take this, I can clean it up a little bit, I can elaborate a little bit more. Okay. I can put my Facebook post right into this. For those of you guys that just joined us, we're talking about building a brand. We're speaking about telling a story through our clients and through our social media aspects. So what does that mean? That means that we're done with just sold banners. We're done with just listed banners. We're done with under contract banners. We are in the space of we're doing video, we're doing storytelling, we're doing text. This is what we're doing right now. And we're learning our platforms. We're understanding that Facebook, LinkedIn, we're going to drop context, we're going to drop letters, we're going to write. I dropped something this morning, y'all, about Lennar Homes. I got 3 inquiries already. I dropped something yesterday about being able to purchase a home with a low credit score. I had 5 inquiries yesterday. Five inquiries. Okay. So that's what we're doing when we're having conversation. We want people to engage. If you audit my Facebook right now, okay, all I do is storytell. Let me go to it. Okay. All I do is storytell. I love when I storytell and I kind of leave y'all there. I kind of just leave y'all there and I go on and I go do something else and I come back and I just read the remarks. Because what I done is I built the engagement on my page. Okay. Made $86 last month with Facebook, by the way. Okay. A lender's asking for a list of what Lennar Home has to offer. Y'all can tell this was what do you call that? Chat GBT, all these freaking emojis everywhere. Oh, the emojis, I gotta clean it up. The emojis, the emojis, the emojis. Okay. Something about here, something about here, something about here, something about here, something about here. I took this from Ricky Caroof. Something about here. Okay, something about here, something about here. See, look at this, 40 comments. People are still responding. Okay, something about here. Okay. Something about here. Look, 160, 28 comments. I haven't even gotten back to those people yet. I'm gonna have that salad for today for lunch. Okay. Storytelling. Okay. So I have to story tell my transactions. So think about it now. So think about it now. Think about it now. Think about it now. Who have I met? What sellers, what buyers, what listing appointments did I go on? What open houses did I held? What transactions did I do in the last 30 days? In the last 30 days that I can now tell a story about. Storytelling, okay? And then what I need to do is I need to jump on Facebook and I need to storytell on there. I need to jump on Facebook and storytell about there. Okay. So I can storytell in video, I can storytell in text, I can storytell in client testimonials. Okay. Gina, give me a story that took place in the last week that I can drop into ChatGPT and give you a nice little post.
Um, hmm. How me checking on my clients that just moved on their house. Um, I asked them about did they receive their the garbage can and recycling bin, and they did not. So I took the initiative to call solid waste, and I just ordered it for them, and it came to their house literally the next day. And the client called, thanked me about it, and referred her cousin to me.
Because guess what? Garbage cans are free, right?
Yes, and the city will send it to you. But
Okay. So guess what I would do right there, Gina? So one Facebook. What happened to Gina? We lost her. I guess we'll wait for her to come back. Everybody can actually utilize this. Everybody can actually utilize this right here. So I would drop that into Facebook. I'd drop that into LinkedIn. I would drop that into Twitter. Okay. And then guess what? I'd be walking down the street on Instagram or Snapchat or TikTok and talk about, did you know that you can actually replace your garbage can and your recycle bins for free? A lot of people don't know this and they think you actually have to pay for them. But no, if you call your city or you call your waste management company, they'll actually replace these for free. Okay. I'll make maybe a little funny meme. Okay. I'll be coming out of the garbage can. Okay. Or I'll be putting someone into the garbage can or I'll be dumping something into the garbage can. Say, wait a minute. A lot of people don't know this, but you can actually order a brand new garbage can for free. I look for a little busted up one. Okay. Okay. That's how I story tell. Okay. That's how I build engagement. That's how I build an audience. That's how I build the opportunity for me to be an authority in the space that I am in right now. Everything is a story. Everything is a story. Everything is an opportunity. Everything is an opportunity to engage people. We have to engage people by selling them without selling them. And that's how we build a brand. That's why we're here today, y'all. We're here today to truly talk about how do we build a brand? How do we get our phones to ring? How do we continue to stay active in business? I heard earlier today someone was complaining about the price of gas. How do we not worry about the price of gasoline because we have an influx of business? Okay? We story tell, okay? We story tell. We story tell. Type storytell in the chat, please. Because I see all these black screens and I don't know who I'm talking to today. Gina, if you missed us, we spoke about what you needed to do on your Facebook post, and we also spoke about we also spoke about creating the video. So 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 that's how we build a brand, y'all. Okay? Your brand is more than just a logo. It's more than just people just knowing that you're in real estate. It's bigger than that. Okay? It's having people know that they can trust you. How do people trust you? Okay. I was on the call earlier today. I just coached another group of people, and their assignment was to send out an email blast off their training. And one of the young ladies said she got 3 responses. She says one of the responses that she got was someone says, "Wow, I never knew this information before. And I look forward to continuing to receive emails like this." What did she just do? She just built a brand. She just built a brand. It's like going to Starbucks. It's like going to Publix. It's like going to Whole Foods. What are they known for? Tiffany, what is Whole Foods known for? Drop it in the chat. Nicola, what is Publix known for? Drop it in the chat. Nicola, what is Mercedes known for? I mean, Gina, what is Mercedes known for? Drop it in the chat. That's what a brand is. That's what a brand is. Okay? That's what a brand is. So what brand am I building inside of my real estate? If I was to audit myself right now, okay? I think everyone should do documentary videos. You should all be doing documentary videos. And those documentary videos should be about your journey into real estate. What got you into real estate? Okay. What's been the process of real estate? If you're celebrating 6 months, that's a story. If you're celebrating a year, that's a story. If you're celebrating 6 years, that's a story. If you close 15 transactions, that's a story. If you close 52 transactions, that's a story. Guess what? If you close 1 transaction, that's a story. It's all on how you sell it. Okay? But I want to see you guys in the next 30 days really light up building the brand that you are. And you got to do that through the storytelling that you tell on Facebook. You got to do that through the storytelling that you tell on Instagram. You got to do that. No transactions? Yes. Oh my gosh, surviving day 32 as a realtor that hasn't closed a deal yet. That is a story. But guess what? You're going every single day. You're going to the Zoom calls. You're attending the trainings, okay? You have a job. Surviving being a full-time realtor and an Uber driver, if that's what you do on the side. That's a story. People want to be relatable to that. I ended up landing on this guy's page, and his story is how he went from being an influencer to being broke and moving back home. And every time he starts his story, he starts his story with that. But yes, Tiffany, yes, we want to see that. We want to see that, okay? Because what's going to happen is someone's going to be so touched that you're like you're working and you're working and you're working again, and they're going to give you business. Because guess what? You're not stopping. You're driving Uber and you're door knocking. You're driving Uber and you're making phone calls. You're driving Uber and you're on a training right now. And man, people are going to be like, man, the tenacity of this young lady, man. I want to work with her. Okay. Give us some Uber stories. Okay. Tiffany, can you give us some Uber stories that just come to your mind right now? I'd be dropping those in Facebook. But can you give us one? We want to hear it.
Yeah, so can you hear me? 'Cause I'm in the waiting room at the hospital. You can hear me?
Yep. You should have
Hello?
told I should have known that you was already in the hospital from this morning on Facebook.
Oh, that's the story. Okay, yeah. This training is really good. It helped me. Okay, but I don't really pronounce and put my mom like this
Can't
is
hear
out there.
you.
Ah, shit. Can you hear me now?
You're
Oh,
speaking very low.
okay, let me see. Hold on. I'm going to the bathroom. Shit. Is this better now?
Nothing has
Can you hear
changed.
me
We
now?
can't hear you.
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Are you like in a restroom or something? You're echoing.
Yes, because I'm trying to get some privacy.
Okay, go ahead. Just continue.
Okay. So I normally don't share about my mom's journey of her health condition and everything like that. That's why I did not know I can post that the story. But this training is great. One thing with the Uber Eats driving, the problem is, which is a story that when you arrive, the food is not ready, and that junkers my money. And I'm like, what the mess is going on? But those are the encounters that you take, and then I try to overcompensate by driving fast to get to the location to do the drop off and the delivery. But I did not know everything like that aspect is a story.
I
Thank
would
you
have been
for
dropping
sharing.
that. I would have been dropping that on Facebook right then and there. I would have been dropping that on Facebook right then and there. Oh my gosh, another day surviving as an Uber driver. Can't pick up the food and the food's not ready. Now the client's gonna hate me. You know how many people are gonna laugh about that?
Yeah, I never thought about that. Thank you.
Doing 100 on the highway to deliver the food in 2.3 seconds. Whatever it is, man, whatever it is, people want to get outside of dealing with the Iran war right now and dealing with taxes and dealing with the cost of gas and dealing with the overpriced eggs and stuff like that will make people laugh. Okay. So why you may not want to talk about your mother being in the hospital, just drop a little quick blurb, a loved one is being treated right now in the hospital. Pray for me, y'all. Okay. But something like that. And now I'm gonna drop that on Facebook, but now I'm gonna go to Instagram and I'm gonna actually tell the story. I'm gonna actually tell the video story, okay? And the video story is gonna be here I am, y'all. I'm at Wingstop waiting on the food, and guess what? Once again, it's not ready, and the customer's delivery time supposed to be in 20 minutes. You know, when people gonna be like, man, I hate when y'all late with my food. Man, I hate when y'all take so long with my food. Man, I hate when my food be cold when y'all get here. So many people are going to be able to connect with you on the basis of that. Okay.
Yeah,
All
thank
right.
you. I appreciate that.
So we already said your brand is more than a logo. It's about storytelling. People buy from you when they know, like, and trust you. Okay. We spoke about sharing who you are, connect emotionally with your audience. Emotionally, Tiffany. So who knows what illness your mother is dealing with right now or what's going on with her and how you can relate to someone else, you know? I think someone here said that they got a listing because they had a relationship with someone, like they had some type of work. Was that you all yesterday? Gina, do you remember who that was? I think it was here yesterday. Someone got a listing because
I believe it was Dr. Karen that you
oh,
had a listing presentation and then somebody partnered with her.
okay, someone got a listing yesterday because they had a relationship with the seller or they had something in common, so the seller felt comfortable. Or maybe that was my other class. I don't know. Okay, so why still tell stories to get business? We already spoke about that. The psychology of telling stories. Story activates the brain, increases memory retention, emotionally builds loyalty. A good story moves people to action. Okay. When you story tell on Facebook and you have a part one and a part two and a part three, okay? Gina, give me a scenario that took place that you could have built an idea of a part one, a part two, and part three.
Um,
And guess what? Before you get started,
yeah.
it's never too late, Nicola. It's never too late, Dershan. It's never too late, Joseph. Like the thing could have happened 10 years ago, and I'm now talking about it. Guess what happened to me yesterday? No one knows. It's actually better sometimes when you do tell the stories kind of later because it can't
Mhm.
relate to the actual person that it happened to.
Right.
Like the freaking seller wanted to fire me because I was 15 minutes late showing the property, for example. Whatever it is, you know? But
Right.
go ahead, Gina. Think about an opportunity where you could have shared two or three things into a story.
So I have a recording of a closing from both testimonies from the wife and the husband. So I'll share that today and maybe make it an
Uh,
ad.
I'm asking you, tell me like something that took place that we can break up into three stories.
3 stories. Okay. All right, I'll tell you a seller that I'm working with right now. She came to me and inquired about buying a home, and we came through a roadblock of finding out that she had two bankruptcies. So out of those two bankruptcies, we were able to get the courts involved to remove one of them. Now she has only one bankruptcy, but she is able to get qualified for a loan with underwriting approval. So on top of her now getting manually
All right,
under,
so freeze. So freeze right there. So story number one is, did you know you can purchase a home with the bankruptcy?
okay,
How many clients right now on your Facebook probably filed a 7 or 13, 11, and didn't even know that they could become a homeowner?
right,
Okay. Imagine going to someone's house, or this is your Facebook story, for example. Imagine going to someone's house and saying, oh my gosh, I want to go list this lady's house. And she has 13 bankruptcies, or she has 3 bankruptcies, or she has 2 bankruptcies, and she thinks she's going to be able to buy and sell.
right.
Okay, continue.
So the lending process actually prompted attorneys to get involved to now get a court order to remove the bankruptcies and allow the DU, the manual underwriting. And lastly, the best part of it, not only was she eligible to get a home, she was a veteran, and she's now eligible to get 100% financing actually. And we're in the process of looking for a home for her in San Diego, California. I referred it out to uh, a Compass agent over there. But her orders are going to be done in 14 months, and she's going to come back to Florida. So I'll be able to help her transfer the VA benefits here in Florida.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So how many stories was that?
Maybe 4. I don't, maybe, yeah.
All right. So number one, I'll definitely talk about I'm local. I'm local. I'm global. Just sent
Mm.
another referral to a colleague of mine in California. If you're thinking about purchasing, buying, or selling in California, I can help you there.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
Number two, talk about how she's a veteran and she used her VA benefits to purchase a property. Okay. The great thing about Facebook though is that you can post 30 times a day. Or I can spread them out. I got 6 pieces of stories that I could tell somebody right now. Talk to them about the VA process. I want you to go back and do that.
Okay. I'll do that
That
today.
story you just told us right now, I want you to bullet it and then figure out the highlights. Okay.
Okay.
Imagine if you got 5 more California deals because the sellers want to sell their homes and they happen to be your girlfriends and they didn't know that you could sell real estate over here.
Yeah.
25, 30% of each deal times 5 times California's $1 million average price point.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want you to take what you just told us right now, break it down, and now give us those stories.
Okay.
Okay. And this is for my people that don't want to do videos. Use words. You can do carousels inside of Instagram. So I don't want to be on video. I don't want to talk. Okay. I can either use AI, which Dr. Karen's going to do a nice little course for us on her AI stuff. I just volunteered her. Or I'm gonna go and do a carousel. Okay. So what is my carousel gonna look like? For example, if I'm in California, right? Or if I want to partner with people in California, okay? It'd be me, my professional photos, and be like close transaction, California, close transaction, Texas, close transaction, New York, close transaction. Are you thinking about relocating? Are you thinking about buying a property somewhere else? Are you thinking about putting your investment to somewhere else? I can help you anywhere around the world. 5, 6, 7, 8 carousels right there. Okay. Or I'm gonna do the video. I'm gonna pull my camera up. I'm gonna do the video. I'm gonna drop it to Opus AI to give me some captions. Or I'm gonna use the caption that Instagram gives me for free. Or I'm gonna utilize the captions through the Captions app. But that story right there, that story should have went viral.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Joanne, you have any stories for us? Martine?
No.
You gotta have a story. You can't be doing real estate all these years and you don't have a single story.
I'm gonna think of one.
Teshka? Joe?
Yeah,
We're looking for stories. You have any stories that come to mind?
I've been racking my brain ever since you've been mentioning that. Actually, I wanted to hear all this again. But when you were talking about like doing a documentary, I mean, I was a police officer for 30 years, and now I'm doing real estate after I've retired. I'm trying to, in my mind, I've been thinking about that, how I could do like that documentary, and I've been running through my head all these different videos that I could potentially do. Now I understand why you
That's a
post the way you
vlog.
do.
That's a vlog, Joe. Joe, surviving day 24 out of retirement and a full-time realtor, or got out of real estate into full-time, or I'm telling people about programs for police officers. Hometown Heroes is only for police officers, only for nurses, only for government officials now. Am I telling people about that? But in my storytelling, if I were to go back, Joe, if I were to go back day one when I got my real estate license and I was still a police officer, I would do XYZ. What I have learned as a police officer that I'm now incorporating into my real estate career. Okay. How am I utilizing real estate to identify the customers that I'm working with? Joe, we're gonna do this right quick. I'm giving y'all the sauce. You just gotta utilize it.
Now, would you put that in AI and let it come up with something?
Watch
Because the
the
one
screen.
ability that I've noticed that kind of
Watch the
carried over is
screen.
my ability to read people.
Watch the screen for a second.
Oh
You know
wow!
who you should meet, Joseph? You should meet that young lady in Dr. Karen's office. What's her name?
I
Tina?
think her name is Shay. I was thinking
Yeah.
of her too. Yeah,
She
she's a
she's
retired police major, I believe. She said she retired at major.
yep, for the city of Miramar. You guys could definitely collaborate and do some stuff together.
That would be very cool. I would enjoy that.
Yeah, Tina will connect you guys.
Yeah.
But if we
I
go
don't
back
have
to
her
this,
number. Dr. Can would be the best person to connect you with her,
there you
Joe.
go.
Hmm.
Oh, absolutely. I would enjoy that.
Imagine if you guys did a home buyer seminar for police officers, or did a selling seminar for police officers, or did a retirement event for police officers, or did how do you pull your pension into investments for police officers? Like, I don't even know. I'm done. I'm done. But anyways, back to the screen here.
Actually, those are a lot of good ideas, Jeff.
Mhm. So, so right here, okay. A realtor who knows the streets. Yeah, right here. It says real estate 10-4. Y'all know your police codes. Flashback Friday, my first patrol car versus my first listing. Look, right here, it says add the photo. Do you have the photo from 1976? I'm joking. From when you were a police officer, Joe?
I may have some. I never really posted me being a police officer when I was on Facebook, and I kind of did that for security purposes.
Yeah, but now it's your pass.
Yeah, no, now, like you said, it's in my past. So I'm more. I actually will talk about my police work more now that I'm retired than I did when I was an active police officer. I actually had some customers in real estate that had no clue that I was actually a full time police officer and a part time realtor, and some of them still don't know it to this day.
I just sent you that chat GBT stuff.
Fantastic, thank you.
All right, so there you go right there. There goes your storytelling right there. There goes my opportunity. How do I engage the audience? How do I move the agenda forward? How do I get more people into my pipeline? Emotion builds loyalty. Okay. How am I emotionally impacting someone? Okay. Is it through comedy? Is it through ideas? Is it through thoughts, you know? So what challenges did you have or did your client face? Okay. We just spoke about bankruptcy, okay? All right. Now what I would do is maybe another opportunity. What is the difference between bankruptcy? Okay, chapter 7 versus chapter 11 versus chapter 13. Okay? A lot of people don't know what the differences are and they're thinking about filing bankruptcy, okay? What was the transformational outcome? Okay? We spoke about the about me already. We spoke about the about me already. Okay, everyone should have an about me brand video. Why did they get into the business that they got into? Okay, listing consultation, buyers consultations. Man, I told you guys this once before. Whenever you leave a listing appointment, you should be able to jump on camera, especially if they signed. Jump on camera right there. Hey, y'all excited about the property that's coming to the market right here? You know, I was actually the third realtor that they met with and decided to work with me out of working with everyone out there. And I'm excited. I'm excited that I was selected and this 5 bedroom, 6 bath is coming on the market for 2.4 million, whatever it is. Okay. And you take that and you put that into Facebook and okay, you create the opportunity from there. Okay. So get on podcasts. So how do you build a brand? You build a brand by having other people elevate you. So if you can get on a podcast, maybe you can get on a free podcast, maybe you can get on a paid podcast. You want to get on there because what happens is those people's audience become your audience as well. Okay. So what I would start doing is look for people that have podcasts, see how their story aligns with yours. And maybe their story is not in real estate. Maybe their podcast is about financial freedom. Maybe it's about health. Maybe it's about God, whatever their podcast may be, there's some correlation that you can build into that so that now those people become your authority figure. Okay. Social proof, customer testimonials. We spoke about this already. Turn clients into your brand ambassadors. Okay. So not only should your customers be doing those 5-star reviews on all the websites, but get them on video, record them on video, even if you do it with your cell phone. Okay. You don't need to have a camera guy at your closings. You don't need to have a camera guy at your rental walkthroughs. Get them on camera, clean your lens, get you a little light if you need to get a light. Okay, I recommend an iPhone, but if you have an Android, it is what it is. But get them to give those testimonials to you because people see those testimonials. And one of the best things about Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, man, is that those stuff go on forever. You can post something and still get views on it 10, 15, 30 years from now, 5 years from now, 3 years from now. Okay? Ask your client right after a win. Right after a win. So the house appraised. So we went through a 5-star inspection. So we went under contract. Okay, these are all opportunities. Okay. As I'm driving to the homeowner's house, hey, I'm about to meet Jessica and meet her to discuss the appraisal. Give me five, give me five video topics that I can ask her. Give me 5 video topics that I can ask her. So now you already know what your question is, so that when you meet with the homeowner, you already know what you're going to be asking them on camera. You're going to be recording it, and you're not going to be able to post it. Oh, wow. Look at this. This is my first time seeing this presentation, y'all. I just spoke about this. Don't just post Jeff was great. My team made this. Great one, I guess, but whatever. But give me a story, okay? Have your sellers give them a story. So what you want to do is when your sellers are getting ready to do your 5-star reviews on Yelp, Realtor.com, agent experience, ratemyagent.com or experience.com, all those websites, tell them what to talk about. Give it to them. Sometimes you have to even write it out. Sometimes you need to write it out and just say, just paste this. And speak to them. Speak to them. Say, hey, I want you to talk about, because when I have people on camera, they're like, oh, what am I going to say? And I tell them exactly what to say. Talk about how we went through the process of you buying your home. Okay. I think this young lady right here, I think I had to coach her a few times on what to say. We got a few videos, don't we? If y'all don't take action, somebody else gonna get y'all business because y'all are not doing what y'all need to do. This video right here. She knew she wanted a 2-story home. She knew she wanted new construction. She knew what city she wanted to be in. She understood that South Florida was just way out of the budget. And she knew exactly where she wanted to be. So we're here today closing on her new property. And guess what? Less than 60 days, the opportunity to make a dream become a reality. I'm excited she took the leap. The leap that so many people, maybe. I need to go find y'all the video of her actually speaking. I gotta go find the video of her actually speaking. And I'm gonna put that in the chat. I'll put that in school so you guys can see it. But I pretty much just guided her on what to say, guided her on what to say, how to say it, and let her know that, man, it's a piece of cake. Okay. All right. Okay. It says share a story a week. Share a story a week, man. Y'all, I just got off an amazing Zoom class. Man, I just learned something about foreclosures. Okay. Okay. So at 8 o'clock, we had a call. I would have dropped something on Facebook. 11 o'clock, we had a call. I would drop something on Facebook. I prospected from 8:30 to 11 o'clock. What happened? Just got off the phones, dialed 15 people, got a listing appointment. Stay tuned. Okay. Some of y'all don't want to post because y'all believe that y'all don't want to flood y'all pages. Y'all believe y'all don't want to bother people. Y'all believe y'all don't want to intimidate other folks. And you need to be top of mind all the time. You have to be top of mind all the time. When someone opens up their Facebook, they need to see you in their timeline. When they go over to their Instagram, they need to see you in their timeline. Okay? Follow the masses, y'all. If y'all follow the masses, who are the masses? Okay? Grant Cardone's on every single platform. You can't miss him. Okay? If I audit this guy's page right now on Instagram, regardless if you believe in him or not, let me see. Let's see how much he gave us for today.
What does the blockchain have to do with the internet?
1 hour, 12 hours, 16 hours, 20 hours.
Buying a house is the worst investment.
4 posts in the last 4 hours. This is how you guys are going to make it through the market crash. This is how you're going to make it through the recession. This is how you're going to continue to get deals, continue to get what's going on here. Continue to get people to be top of mind 46 minutes ago, 1 hour ago, June 24th. Yep. Right here, a third one. 10 hours ago, 12 hours ago, 12 hours ago, 16 hours ago, 17 hours ago. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 posts in the last 24 hours. And some of y'all haven't posted since Jesus was born. Look, okay? Regardless if you're for Trump or not, this is an opportunity to showcase what's happening with the war in Iran, okay? It's controversy. 101 shares, 319 comments, okay? Some of y'all haven't posted. Go ahead, Joseph. Since Jesus was born, okay? But then, how do I become a millionaire? How do I get more transactions? How do I become in more people's faces? Don't you understand the more you post, the more the algorithm feeds your information out there, now putting you in front of more people's faces. When you're in front of more people's faces, you get more opportunities. Okay? All right, talk to me, Joe.
Yeah, I got a question. A problem that I have with posting, and I don't know if anybody else shares
You don't
that.
have a problem.
Hmm? Well,
I
no,
don't
I
think
mean,
go
I've
ahead.
been meaning to post, and I just haven't been doing it. Like you said, some of us haven't posted since Jesus was a private, and that's about the truth. But how do you get over being overcritical of yourself? That's why I don't post. I tend not to like the sound of my own. When I hear myself, I see myself, I get very critical. I notice you post all the time. Now I understand the way you post when you're telling your stories. I mean, did you ever have that problem being too critical of yourself and it kept you from posting in the beginning? Or how would you handle that?
Just post it and close it. Post it and close it. Come back
Mhm.
24 hours later. Look, this man is talking about the game. This was game number 7 of the finals. Okay? Conversation right here. Conversation right here. Okay? I don't know how I landed on this guys today, but we just landed on him. It is what it is. Grant Cardone. Move on. Okay? Um, but this is what y'all need to start doing. This is what y'all need to start doing. You need to be in front of people's faces. You need to build your presence on every single platform. You gotta build your presence. Okay? And maybe you're not controversy. Maybe that's not who you are. So then whatever you are, let us know who you are. All right, let me go back to my presentation. Okay. Share one story a week through social media. Start building an emotional connection that converts. Okay. Where are we? Okay. That's pretty much it for the presentation. Okay. But I want everyone to take a moment, like leave here in the next 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes left. Think about what took place this week and just write it down. Write it down and I'll turn it into a story. Okay. You had 6 things take place on Monday. Go to your notes. I put everything in my notes, y'all. Everything goes into my notes. Hold on. Look at my notes. Everything goes into my notes. Everything goes into my notes. Because it's ideas, it's ideas, it's ideas, and more 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 things. Okay? Put it into your notes and now go post a story. Sometimes I put stuff in my notes and I say tomorrow morning I'm gonna go post it. Tomorrow afternoon I'm gonna go post it. Because it's already ready to go. We need to hear the stories of what's happening out there. There's so many people that are relatable to it. I promise y'all, I told y'all this. This right here got me 5 new inquiries. Okay, I'm about to go vet the inquiries right now. All right. I think it's time I change my banner. Let me go find me a banner this week. Okay. Look at this. This was 3 comments right here, but 5 actual people messaged me about this right here. 5 actual people messaged me. One says, me and my wife are trying to purchase a property. We got some credit issues. The next one says, let me go see. Look right here. Nope, that's not it. Freaking telemarketer. Freaking telemarketer. There you go, right here. This guy right here. Look. He's active 31 minutes ago. He hasn't responded to me yet. I gotta go call him. Okay. If I don't stay relevant, if I don't go create the commercials, if I don't go create the advertisement, if I don't go get in front of the people, if I don't go say, like, this is my free platform, y'all. Imagine, bro, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, we didn't have Instagram. We didn't have Facebook. Real estate agents weren't able to get free business. We're in an era, we're in a space right now where what we put out there will serve us if we use it to the best of our abilities. Even Dr. Karen messaged me today. She said, you got to get a podcast, Jeff. She said, you're missing out. She said, this person on a podcast, that person on a podcast. I got to go get on a podcast now, y'all. Because I got to go touch the masses faster. The people in Japan got to hear about me. The people in Washington got to go hear about me. But guess what? My platform, my Facebook, my Instagram, my TikTok, my YouTube shorts, I got to go create stories out of those. I promise y'all. I'm going to leave y'all with this. I literally had the people in the other group send out an email blast. 7 people got responses. One person got 2 responses. And these people had never sent out email blasts before. What's going to happen when you get engagement? You're going to just keep doing it. Why is it when you go to the gym, you start losing weight and start looking good? You keep going. The gym become your best friend. So don't, if you're not going to utilize your Instagram, your Facebook, your TikTok, your YouTube, then you might as well just close it. Just close it. You on there looking at other people. I bet y'all if y'all open up y'all watch time right now. I'm gonna open up my watch time. If y'all open up y'all watch time right now, y'all gonna have the most amount of watch time on there, and y'all never even posted anything. Y'all haven't even posted anything. I don't even know how to pull up the watch time. Hold on. All right, my watch time for today. Facebook 46 minutes, Safari 43 minutes, YouTube 18 minutes, Instagram 11 minutes. It's my watch time for today. I got my thing, but y'all see. Go watch your watch time. Go watch your watch time and see how much time you be on these platforms and you're not even utilizing it. You letting other people make money on top of you.
Where did you find it, Jeff?
You letting other people make money on top of you. It's called screen time.
Okay.
Okay, you letting other people make money on top of you, where you could be building your own stories and telling your own stories and getting your own clientele. Okay, sometimes you don't even need a call to action. Sometimes you don't need a call to action. Sometimes you posting whatever you're posting is your call to action. So, all right, y'all, 4 minutes left. Please go think about your last 24 hours. How can I turn this into a story? How can I turn this into 6, 7, 18, 19 posts? And I can just flood the Instagram. Grant Cardone posts 7 times a day, y'all. The guy's a billionaire. Granted, he's probably not doing what we doing. He probably sitting in the back seat while someone's driving him around. But guess what? He's posting. Take care. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Joe.